Raw kicks off with a brawl between Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. It's a hot start as we get right into the violence. The two make their way to the ring where Nia is able to get the upper hand. Raquel Rodriguez returns and she runs down to attack Nia, making the brawl even wilder. Nia again gets the upper hand, but that's when Mami returns as Rhea Ripley's music hits and she gets involved. God knows what they're fighting over, probably a date with me. The brawl is wild and they get separated by security, but Rhea murders the security holding her and even hits a riptide on one of them. Rhea demands a microphone and calls out her fellow Judgment Day members because they need to fix things within the group. Damian Priest and Dirty Dom come out a right touch with Dom wearing Rhea's title because he lost his to Trick Williams at NXT No Mercy. Mami points out that she was injured for 2 weeks and the Judgment Day fell apart. She is angry as she usually makes the game plans but left that responsibility to Priest and he failed her. Rhea recaps what's happened in her absence. Finn is injured, Priest isn't cleared, and Dom lost his title all because Priest didn't fulfill his responsibility. Rhea says they now have a Cody and Jay issue and that the two of them don't fear Judgment Day because there's tension amongst them. Priest points the blame on Dominic because he's the only member without a title. Rhea tells Dominic he has a rematch on NXT this week for the North American Championship against Trick Williams thanks to her. But she emphasises, if Dom doesn't come home to Mami with the title, then he shouldn't come home at all. They get interrupted by main event Jey Uso, who has the capacity crowd on their feet bopping away to his banger theme. Jay says what we are all thinking and welcomes Rhea back, because we all missed her. This angers Priest, who steps to Jay, but Dom stops Priest, pointing out he's not medically cleared, so Dom will fight Jay. Priest lets Dom try, but he just gets super kicked. JD McDonough slides in as he and Dom beat up Jay. Just as it looks like Priest will join in, Cody runs out to make the save. He and Jay get rid of JD and Dom as Adam Pearce comes out. He makes a match for Fastlane. It'll be Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest and Finn Balor for the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championships. What a hot start. That match will be a banger, I'm sure. Alpha Academy take on Imperium next. Ludwig Kaiser hits an insecurity on Otis to best the Alpha Academy this time. Up next it's the contract signing between TOMASSO CIAMPA and Gunther for their Intercontinental Championship match. Ciampa cuts a passionate promo saying next week he's fighting for a dream he has held since he was 5 years old and signs the contract. Ciampa then says he wants the match tonight, which Gunther agrees to and signs the contract as it's made official. Gunther cheap shots Ciampa, so he leaps over the table and takes the fight to Gunther. Ciampa gets on the Sicilian stretch, but Gunther bails to the floor as the main event is set for later tonight. Xavier Woods faces Ivar next. Woods gets the backwoods to win, but Ivar beats him down after the match. Kofi Kingston tries to make the save, but Ivar demolishes both men. He slams Kofi onto Woods and goes up top and moonsaults onto the duo, who are prone on the floor. Ivar is so underrated, one of the best big lads in the business today. Michael Cole is in the ring for an interview with Seth Rollins. Michael claims that although in the past Seth was a great manipulator, it seems like Shinsuke Nakamura is the one doing the manipulating this time around. Cole asks Seth how it feels knowing the brutal last man standing match could be his last, as his back could give out any day now. Seth explains that he is alright with that, because at least he'd go out having left it all in the ring. A video of Nakamura plays on the Titantron which distracts Seth and allows Shin to attack him from behind. Shin cripples Seth with the Kinshasa before brutalising him with a chair. First Naka hits Seth with it, but in the end he also drops Seth on the chair. Nakamura counts to 10 and poses over Rollins with the World Championship in his grasp, proving that he can win the last man standing match. The same way that just before a Royal Rumble match, wrestlers throw each other over the top rope. In a backstage segment, Becky Lynch approaches Tegan Nox. Becky says she wants to defend her NXT Women's Championship against Tegan tonight, but she can't due to injury, but promises that when she is healed, Tegan will get her match. Natalya goes face to face with Becky before talking to Tegan. Nata gives Tegan words of encouragement, saying she has earned her respect, and says when Tegan gets her title match, she will smash it. Chelsea Green is out for her match with Tegan Nox. Piper Niven distracts Tegan, so Natalya runs out to stop her getting involved. Tegan hits the flipping teabag. Well, what else were you meant to call that? And our world's shiniest wizard to best Chelsea. Normally it takes a few shots on target and an average defence to beat Chelsea, so that's a switch up if I've ever seen one. We get a quick interview backstage with Jey Uso where he says Cody Rhodes used to be his enemy, but now the duo are cool with each other and Jey is ready to go after the tag titles at Fastlane. Drew McIntyre is here, mic in hand, to speak his mind. Drew says he is done getting in fights he didn't start and being the saviour for the locker room. He says since he stopped, nobody else stepped up, so anybody criticising him is a hypocrite. Except Cody, but as Drew said last week, Cody is just cleaning up his own mess. Drew says when it comes to Jey Uso, forgiveness is weakness, but before he can go any further, he gets interrupted by The Miz. Miz is still mad about the headbutt last week and Drew keeps telling him to shut up. Miz accuses Drew of being two-faced, playing whichever side serves to benefit Drew. Drew looks ready to fight, but Miz, being the bigger man, says he will walk away. It's a trick though, as Miz runs back to the ring to attack Drew with a microphone. This just annoys Drew, who gets back in the ring and fights Miz. Drew beats him down in the corner and sends Miz running. During the break, the match is made, Miz versus Drew, so we get Miz's bi-monthly match where he is in a suit. Drew looks for the Claymore, but instead gets the urge to decapitate Miz with his sword and pulls that out. Understandably, the ref says, "Howie pal, you can't do that," and confiscates it, so Drew rips off the buckle pad, bounces Miz off the exposed steel and hits a future shock for the win. After the match, Drew gets on the mic and mocks Jey Uso, saying he's sorry for his actions, he's not the same guy he was 30 seconds ago, and now that he's apologised, he is automatically forgiven, as Drew angrily storms off. Cody Rhodes has an interview with Jumping Jackie Redmond where she asks him about his tag team title match at Fastlane. Cody says he never expected to team with Jey Uso, but vows that he and Jey will win the tag titles. Cody also said both he and Jey will be on SmackDown this week. I think that will be interesting, seeing how they interact with the Bloodline. It's inevitable they come face to face at some point. Main event time, Gunther defends the Intercontinental Championship against Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa hits Willow's bell, but Gunther kicks out at 2. Ciampa exposes his bare knee and hits a running knee, but again Gunther kicks out at 2. Gunther suplexes Ciampa on his head for a 2 count. That was scary considering Ciampa's neck injuries. Ciampa locks in the Sicilian stretch, but Gunther gets to the ropes. Gunther hits Ciampa with 2 power bombs, bouncing him off the canvas before locking in a sleeper hold as Ciampa passes out and Gunther retains, winning this hard-hitting affair. After the match, Imperium beat down Ciampa as Gunther leaves. Ciampa is saved by Johnny Gargano, who takes down Vinci and Kaiser as we get a DIY reunion to end the show. Thank you so much for watching my review of Raw this week. That main event was amazing. Big ups Gunther and Ciampa for delivering. Please like, subscribe and leave comments. Let me know what you liked about the show, what you didn't like about the show, and what you think I can do to improve. Hopefully you all stick around, and I'll see you all next time.